Hello and welcome, my beautiful twins, my beautiful Geminis. This is your finance and career general tarot and oracle card forecast for the month of July, year of 24. Take what resonates and throw the rest out into the universe. Starting off with your first card, which could be the first week, the beginning of the month of July, you've been given progress. But we see that there's this long path leading ahead. So it seems like a long steady slog, but your efforts will pay off soon. Stay on course for at least a few more months before making a change. So things might be going really slow, kind of stagnant. You're not seeing progress. You're not seeing growth. You're not seeing expansion going at the speed you'd like it to. But you're being advised not to give up, roll over, or leave, or quit doing what you're doing. This is about slow and steady wins the race. Staying in the game no matter what. Okay, so you've been doing something, you've been applying your blood, sweat, and tears, your effort, your investment into something here, and you're given the wise counsel not to change that or to give up. Okay, so, can't never tried, right, is the old saying. So don't think that it can't work out because you have put the effort into it. So stay moving forward, okay? Your efforts will pay off in the end, at the end of the day. So it's just taking time. And for some of you, it might take a few months before you see this change and progress coming in. Now, with this, we've got the Nine of Earth. And the Nine of Earth is that card that said you're soon going to be able to, or eventually in the near future, see contentment. You're going to be able to bask in the luxuries of the abundance that you've worked hard for, okay? This is also the card of independence. This is a card that says some of you may be self-employed and you're going to see this increase. So when you start off, and if you've opened up a business or you've made some drastic changes to the way things are going, or you've raised your rates or whatever the case is, it takes time for people to adjust to that and the times to adjust to that. And then at the end of the day, you see it's worth the wait because you put in the work and you see that it's going to work out. So this is entrepreneurship. This is independence. This is success therein. So you've often heard me refer to this card, the Nine of Earth and Nine of Pentacles, walking in your garden of abundance. But remember, you made the effort to plant those seeds. And without doing that, you could never harvest your abundance, your fruit in your orchard, as they say. So keep moving forward. Don't give up. Stay on course and know that you are going in the right direction. It may be slow, but it's steady progress. In your next card coming in is know your boundaries, okay? Also your limits, yourself, okay? Don't limit yourself, but make sure you pace yourself and you don't push yourself too hard. But this could also have to do with knowing your boundaries with other people. You might have to realize that you can't say what you want to say in the heat, blurt something out in the moment. Sometimes we have to just kind of bite our tongue, step back and say, well, this is their journey and it's not my place to step in. But you could be setting your own boundaries as well and letting the powers that be and others know that, no, this is not a topic I wish to discuss with you. Okay, or this isn't something that I think you should get involved in with me. So, drawing that line in the sand, realizing that you can't be at all places to all people at all times. Okay, and that's okay. You don't have to feel guilt or remorse over this. You're entitled to that. You've earned that right. Coming in, which could possibly be the second week of the month, you've been given the card Magic. Yes, I love it. You have the power now. Use your magic to attract what you want into your life, and the sky's the limit. Because you got the Star coming in too, which is dream big and believe. So this is the card that says you're going to be able to create what it is you want. Great time to manifest. Great time to take those steps towards doing something new that's creative, that's getting your creative juices flowing and keeping you enthusiastic and interested in the game. Still being in the game, but you are evolving and changing things as well, my beautiful Geminis. So you have the power now to use your imagination, use your creativity to attract what you want in your life now. And you're given this get ready, set, go, the green light. Okay, to go forward. Know that, you're walking in that light, that circle of light that says, hey, we're here to protect you. We're here to guide you. We've got your back. But you have to believe in yourself too, my beautiful Geminis. What is it you want? Is it your own business? Is it a better position at work? Whatever the case is, It's up to you to go in there and let the powers that be know this. Okay, nobody knows it if you're only thinking it. So what you think, you need to express. Okay, so be open to discuss things with the powers that be, authority figures, your boss, people at work, people that you are dealing with. Okay, that you need to pass this information on to so they know and you're communicating. The Lovers is a card of communication coming in. The Lovers is that card that says you're going to be having to make a choice here, right? If you need to make an important decision, it's important to examine all sides of the matter very carefully, okay? You need to probe deep into your own emotions for the answers too. The action you take should be something you feel strongly about, okay? What do you want to do? What is it you would love to do? What makes you most happy at your job or in your career? And it's up to you to make those changes, right? So if it's leave a job that's unfulfilling, that's dead end, that you don't think is ever going to allow you the ability to progress and expand and grow, right? Then you're going to make a decision to move forward. And those choices are going to be, on an emotional level, because it's very emotional when we do these things. But I want you not to just do it on a heart level. I want you to think about, your inner voice of reason. Okay, think before you make this. Okay, let your head lead now. I know that you want to let your heart lead, and it's important that you do what you want to do. Absolutely. But you may have to let your head lead here too, because this is very important. This is your livelihood. This is your business. This is your job, your career, your income. Keep things simple. Don't complicate things. Okay? Try not to make a mountain out of a molehill. All right? As they say. This is about keeping things simple. Be direct. Get your point across. If you're doing something when you're negotiations or you're discussing anything, keep things simple. Don't elaborate. Don't say too much, okay? Just give out the information that you need to, especially if you're in the process of an interview. They don't want to know your personal life. They don't care. They just want to know that you're capable and you're educated enough to and have the smarts to do this job, right? So keep things simple, especially if you're negotiating or you're discussing something on a resume for a new job or something here. Okay, don't complicate things. Try to keep things as simple and concise. It's easier to understand when we communicate with others if we do that. Coming in your third week, you've got cutting ties. What are you giving up? What are you letting go of here, Gemini? You may need to leave your current position and look for something better. Ending a job doesn't mean burning bridges. Go with grace. So I had said this in the beginning. So you might be cleaning up loose ends here as you're making your move to leave. Cleaning up your office, cleaning up your desk, cleaning up old paperwork, whatever the case is. I think that you're going to be cutting ties and moving on. This could be cutting ties with colleagues, pardon the noise, but they're up above me in the unit and we have a problem with water not being cold. So they're up there doing something and I hear the tapping. So please excuse that noise. Now, okay, so letting go of something, moving on. Maybe you're going to leave a job that you were doing. Or maybe you're going to restructure what it is you were doing. Okay, maybe you're going to change the way you did things at work, or maybe you're going to change things the way you did in your own business. It's always great to look towards advancement that way. It's always good to keep up to date, be current, right? Bring in the modern element, so you could be doing that, cutting ties with old ways of doing things, right? Or you could be cutting ties with people that you worked with or people that were around you or your job that you don't find that you're growing together. Often we can outgrow these situations and then we know it's time to let go. Okay. So you could be ending a job, some of you, but don't burn your bridges. Okay. Leave on a good note. You want to be able to leave on a good note where everybody realizes that you didn't burn your bridges. You didn't say things or write things that you shouldn't have because you were unhappy. Okay, because as I said, you can say these things or write these things down and they'll come back to haunt us later if they're not positive. So stay positive and don't burn your bridges when you make these changes if you've decided to leave a situation, because it might only be a temporary situation. And if you work for like a corporation, a huge one, they're going to know, oh yeah, I remember you. Yeah, okay, so just keep that in mind. You're going to have to balance yourself at this time. And this is temperance, and that means take your time. Think about your moves. Be methodical so that you can be articulate, but also you can be accurate. This has to be something you really want to do. Okay, so sometimes when we have to show some self-control here with this temperance card and not jump in and get excited or exuberant, and then afterwards we think, oh, Why didn't I take my time? I missed out on something, or I missed out on this opportunity, right? So often we just have to, sometimes we have to compromise with this card. That means maybe you want to jump in right away, but you can't, and you're being advised to take your time, and or maybe something's out of your control and you're waiting for it. So that could be the compromise you're making, having to be patient and wait. Okay, so don't jump in and do anything too quickly here. I think you're cutting ties, but I think you're preparing yourself. You're cleaning up loose ends. You're getting the paperwork in order, your ducks in a row, planning this move, okay, to leave and cut ties with somebody, with your job, and or a situation there. So prepare yourself. Keep it hush hush. Don't share everything with everybody at work, because I've told you this. They're not all our best friends, right? They may portray to be, but at the end of the day, they can't wait for you to leave to jump in your seat. Think about that. Coming in next, the final week, you've got manifestation. You have the power to manifest what you want by writing your intentions down and by taking inspired action to make it happen. So it isn't enough for us to just think it. Okay, we have to believe it. We have to take action. We have to move towards it. And sometimes we have to script things and write affirmations down. Sometimes we have to go and open that door, be the first one to make the call, be the one to knock on those doors of opportunity, and, get out there, do the groundwork. Right? Get out there in the field, get out there in the game again. But we can't sit there and just meditate on something and believe it's magically going to, materialize. But you have the power now, through your manifesting, through your meditating, to get out there and have the exuberance to start this ball rolling. And dream big, because chances are your wishes are going to come true. When we get the star card, oh my gosh, it's such a good card. It's about, renewed enthusiasm, and it's about your dreams being realized and being guided in that direction. So this is wonderful. This is a card that says you can dream big, reach for the stars. You are the star, Gemini. You're the headliner on your own stage. Go out there and let them know, the powers that be, who you are. Get out there. Make yourself current. Get that attention generated towards you. Get out marketing yourself so that people know who you are and what you have to offer with your business or with your gifts when it comes to wanting to pursue something new. Okay? So stay inspired. Have faith that things are going to work out. Oh, and look what we have. Have faith. So have faith. Don't give up. There may have been situations here where things aren't moving as fast as you want, and you may have wanted to give up on them, okay? But have faith. Some of you will be cutting ties, but it's not giving up. It's realizing that you have the ability to make your life and your career and your job better, okay? You want to be happy with it. You want to have balance. Maybe some of you have been doing a job where it's been killing you. You don't get time at home as much, or you have a long trip to drive back and forth to work, or you're missing quality time with your family. You need to balance that. Okay, take time to think about how you can improve this financial situation in, this month in your life. And you know what? Keep things simple. I think you're cleaning up loose ends. I think you have the ability to communicate with the right people this week and to continue dreaming big. Okay, because without dreaming big, we become stagnant. We have no enthusiasm to want to move forward. I don't see you wanting to just plod along, making the same income day in, day out. You're too creative, my beautiful Geminis. Don't ever forget that. You have this amazing ability, my Google kings and queens, to get out there and do the research to make this magic happen. Well, I wish you a great remainder to today, my beautiful twins, my gems. And I wish you a beautiful, successful, happy, prosperous, healthy, and wonderful month of July. Know that I always send you lots of love and many blessings, and I'll see you soon, Gemini.